Hi everyone. Today is just a simple stretch routine. So whether or not you add this to one of the previous videos or whether or not you just take it as something that is a little reward to yourself at the end of the day, it's entirely up to you. We're going to start sitting, and I ideally have you sitting cross-legged, like so. If this isn't comfortable for you, you can always have a chair, you can always sit on a low stool, you could always sit with your legs in a down position. I just want you to be able to get right up on top of your seat bones. So we're going to sit, and if I just show you another view, try and sit with your back as straight as possible. You can use your hands just onto your knees to assist. And I want you to sit there, and you're going to begin with just some simple shoulder circles. Circling one way, and circle. It's up to you what you do with your hands. Maybe they're on your knees, maybe they're not. Circle. And then we're going to go the other way. Circle. Big, wide circles. Keep breathing. Pause. And now we're going to allow one hand to come up, take it across the head. The other hand is to the side, keeping your seat bones even. Just draw the head a little across to one side. Just gently, very, very gently. And back up to the other side. Take lengthen first. About your principles of lateral flexion, creating space on the outside edges of your vertebral column in the neck. And back. One more each side. Breathe. And to the other side. Think lengthen first. Think about your vanilla slices visualization. You don't want to squish the vanilla filling. You want to lengthen up and over. And now we're going to add a little bit of lateral flexion. So one arm comes up. Think about your ribs parting and a little lateral flexion. And then all the way back. Other side. So don't lead with your head. Almost go up to come over. Feel your elbow bends a little if you want to come more deeply. And again. Think about going up, make a space, and then come up and over. Try not to let your ear get too heavy on the underside. And on this next one, if you wish to make it more intense, you can start to bend that underside elbow and come up and over. And all the way back. Up to come over. Maybe thinking about that elbow coming towards the floor. And then if you can, perhaps the elbow does think about coming down towards the floor. And again, up. And over. And on this next one, we're going to come up, we're going to come up and come over, and then I want you to bring it forwards. Reach it in front, bring the other hand, stretch, and reset. Low back, upper back, eyes. We go to the other side, up to come over. Then we almost rotate forwards, the hand to the floor. It comes out in front, the other hand comes out, and reset. Let's do that with a different position for you. So again, sitting super tall, arm comes up, laterally flex, all the way down, forwards, forwards, re-stack up. One more, the other way. Arm comes up, lateral flexion. We rotate forwards, hand comes down, arm comes forwards, other arm forwards, and stretch. Restep, low back, middle back, upper back, eyes. We're going to come into a little cat-cow position. So a little 4-point kneeling. Come down onto each of your hands, each of your knees, and hold. You can relax your feet, you can tuck them under, it's up to you. Begin to create length into your lower back, stretching out that lower back. Imagining you're a dog with a tail, curling the tail underneath you, but at the same time the upper body is lengthening and going forwards and rounding. And then slowly from there, push your head and your tail away from each other. Really feel that opposition. And we repeat. Tail reaches away from us and round, and the head reaches away and around. And again, push away. Now from there we're going to repeat, but this time we're going to be on our knuckles. Bring the knuckles a little closer towards the knees. You'll notice that the thigh bone's a little more angled backwards. And repeat, curl the tail. And then start to round that upper body. Stretch, slightly shoulders. And again, start to push the breastbone forwards, the tail reaches away. And really think about opening that chest up. Pull your collarbones out to the side a little. And again, start to curl the tail, the head, everything in between, drawing up towards the spine. And again, an evenness as they both push away from each other. The tail and the head. Stretch. We'll do one more, coming now down onto our elbows. And repeat again, curl the tail, the head. Stretch. And then push the tail and the head away from each other. All activating different parts of our spine. Curl the tail, the head. And again, begin to reach, open those collarbones. Open, 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 open. And all the way back. Take a little rest. Breathe into the back and the base of your lungs. Breathe into the top, almost at the top point of your shoulders where your lungs are. And then slowly release that low back, middle back, upper back, and eyes. Now we're going to stretch in a rotational way. So I want you to bring your hands forwards again, and you're going to thread one arm through. And you're going to have your ear towards the floor, and your shoulder towards the floor. And just create little pressures there. Feel that hand reaching through. And then slowly bring the hand forwards. And we do the same on the other side. So I'm resting the temple of the head on the floor. I'm resting my shoulder, pushing my tail away from me. And all the way back. Hands are pretty far in front. Again, reach that arm through. This arm is perpendicular to the mat. One side might feel tighter than the other. Push your tail away from you. And slowly all the way back. And for the last time, push out. Stretch. And bringing it all the way back. And again, restack, low back, middle back, upper back, and eyes. Now we're going to come into a little bit of a hip flexor stretch. Quite familiar with this one. So bring one foot forwards and take the other knee so that it's over your ankle. And just hold here, nice square hips. So you're feeling a lovely stretch to the front of your hip. And just hold, let your shoulders drop down, pubic bone a little forwards. And allow your toes to drop on that back foot. And then tuck them under again. And then slowly from there, I'm going to bring myself into a little capital E position, and I'm going to reach back and come back. So I'm going to close the hands, really draw forwards and open and straighten. Couple more. Forwards and open. One more. Forwards and open. And this time I'm going to bring it down, and my other hand will come down in front. So my opposite hand to that of the foot that I have forwards. I'm going to do a little rotation of the upper body, bringing my arm around, circling that arm all the way up and around. One more, 3 each way. Really open that collarbone. 3 going the other way. Up and around. Up and around. One more. Up and around. And then slowly from there, we're going to bring it back, lift the toes, widen the elbows, pull that seat bone right back, lift the toes on this side, point them a little, lift them, point them, flex them. Now hold it here. I'm pushing my seat bones right away from me, imagining my pelvis was on a wheel that is rolling in a forward action. Push your big toe away from you. And then slowly from there, bring it forwards. Take your back leg off. Bring your other foot so it's absolutely even. Other foot comes down, and we'll do exactly the same on the other side. So slowly from here, bring your hands to your thigh and just feel that lovely stretch through the back hip. Square off the shoulders. Breathe. Hands can now come into your capital E position. And we're going to bring it back so the leg straightens. It's a little bit of a balance. And bring it forwards. Open, open, open. And bring it forwards. And again, open and forwards. We can do one where we open, lift that front foot, place it down, bring it back. Pause, same hand as you have back leg stretched out, comes onto the floor. And from there we're going to take almost a little rotation of the middle back as we circle this arm 3 times. And again, up and over. And again, be careful that your front thigh bone doesn't push out to the outside. And go up the other way. Open that top collarbone. And open, 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 open. Feel a little bit of extension of your back. And we'll just do one more. Up and over. And then slowly from there, hold. You're going to push this leg to straight. Flex deeply through that front ankle. Push the big toe away from your little toe towards you. The seat bones are drawn back and up. Again, imagining your pelvis tilting forwards like a wheel that's going in a forward motion. Widen the elbows. You can point a little, flex a little, point a little, flex a little, point and flex, point and flex. Really feel that lovely stretch. Slowly from there, bring that foot forwards, hands come forwards, lift the back leg up, bring yourself forwards, and you can just slowly reset low back, middle back, upper back, and eyes. Now from there, we're just going to articulate our spine down. So create a little bit of length, the back of the neck, and we round forwards. Spike those seat bones up towards the ceiling. Walk your hands forwards a little so we find an upside down V. Continuing to stretch the back of the legs. Lift one heel up, push the other heel down, lift the toes up on the stretching side. And then as I push my right heel down, I lift my right toes up. And then we move into a little walking in place. Continuously pushing my heel away from my seat bone. And push, push, and push. Now push them both down, spike those seat bones. Walk your hands a little towards your feet a little towards your hands, and just hang here. Take the weight forwards. Try not to grip too much with your toes, and I'm tipping my pelvis forwards again. Take your hands away if you can, and just hang one arm in the other. Just let your head feel really heavy. If you need to bend your knees to find a little bit more stability, please do. But otherwise, spike those seat bones up towards the ceiling. And let your head just feel really at ease. Your shoulders weightless. And then slowly from there, the hands come back down. Perhaps a tiny bend in your knees as you spike the seat bones. Quietly walk your hands a little to one side. Keep those feet anchored to see how far you can go. Feel that lovely stretch. And then walk them back through center. Walking them around to the other side. Keep your feet even. Try not to push to the outer edges of your feet. Stretch. Spike those seat bones. Breathe. Slowly all the way back and back. And you can come down onto your knees. You can sit just for a moment. Come into a little diamond position and think about your back again, extensions and flexions. You're going to imagine that you could lift your breastbone up and almost a little backwards, push your seat bones down, and then flex your spine. And again, you lift. I'm pushing down into my legs, my inner legs, lifting my heart, shortening the middle of the back, and one more, flexing as though we were doing a cat stretch and a black bulldog. Push the tail away from you, draw the breastbone back, all the way back up. Pause. And we're going to slowly from there bring ourselves around onto our stomachs. So from here, little quad stretch, bending one knee, holding the toes if you can. Make sure that thigh bone is directly underneath your hip socket. If the knee is good and healthy and it doesn't mind, I'm holding closer to the toes, pulling the toes towards my bottom, sending the thigh bone away from me, the pubic bone more weighted, and relax your shoulders. Breathe. You can elevate that thigh bone a little more away and up if you want more intensity. And quietly release. Other side. Bend, hold those toes, pull them in a little. Thigh bone reaches away from you. Pubic bone is weighted. Relax your shoulders. Think about lengthening and elevating slightly, if you wish, that thigh bone. And then releasing. And then we're going to bring both arms around, clasp the hands. Maybe this is as far as you'll go, opening your collarbones, but if you can, push those arms away from you. Lift them up a little, the pubic bone is weighted, and just feel that lovely stretch. And then slowly, all the way back down, let the shoulders feel heavier. One more of these, inhale. And as you exhale, head, neck and chest lifts a little, open the collarbones and reach those thigh bones away from you. And bring your head, neck and chest down. Hands to armpits, push all the way back up and stretch. To the side, opposite seat bone, up and over opposite heel. Armpit pushes right down. And to the other side. Seat bone, up and over that opposite heel. Armpit pushes down. And slowly back to center, upside down V again. And just restack, low back, middle back, upper back, eyes. So from here, last little stretch, we're going to widen our stance a little. I want you to think about a squat. You do your very best. You go as wide as you need to, as externally rotated as you need to. So we're going to start to bring it down and see if you can just find a position whereby you can just nestle a little your elbows into your inner knee. Do the best you can. Hold. And then your hands come to the floor, your head drops down, and send your tail up to the ceiling as you slowly restack. Low back, upper back eyes. And we'll repeat. The hands come forwards, bringing it down. And you push out a little into those thigh bones. You're really giving yourself a lovely little inner thigh stretch here. Squatting is a great asset to your ankle joints to be able to get a good degree of flexion. Hands come down, head drops down, push into your feet, restack your spine, low back, middle back, upper back, and eyes. We're just going to do one more. Bringing it forwards and down. Feel that squat. Push into your inner knee with that upper arm. And slowly, hands come down. Head is heavy. Restack. Low back, middle back, upper back, eyes. Bring those feet in. And stand. Bring your arms all the way up. Push the hands away. Open the chest. And just circle. 2 and 3.